Welcome back to a new video on the social route and green suit. Today, equal our ear of Labour in power. You might see what's the top arrow for the video. We're explaining it, and you want to read it. It's a you don't need to be Muslim to support Gaza. You don't need to be human. Personally, me. 1 year to go today. Britain tried to turn the pace with Labour. Labour were trying to promise change, but the change they've now bought is not the change some Labour voters voted for, or some people who never voted Labour for the first, never voted Labour in the past, who voted Labour for the first time. Not the change they wanted. So, this video we're going to explain the good things Labour do and the bad things what Labour do and improvements. So, let's get down to what Labour got right. Let's get that out of the way and out of the video. Labour have made progress. There are some green projects, but not many and not very big. They had got solar panels. They have invested money into a new company, Great British Energy. We'll see how that turn out. Works on rights on worker rights, raising minimum wage to £12.21 when I think it should be raised more to probably about £13 to £14. Banning 0-hour contracts or starting to ban them. I don't know 0-hour contract. They're not fully banned them yet, so we face that, but it is starting. Part and anti-union laws, what we will looking at them. These are wins, but they are small wins. We need a new real Green Deal, free public transport, justify for worker and public ownership of energy and housing. We need these things. Green Party MP are calling for these. Actually, campaigners but we are not getting listened on. We need public ownership of gas, electricity, water, and housing. Regulate landlords, or even get rid of them. Now let's move on to what Labour have got wrong for what would be most of this video. There is a lot to compact. Let's get into the benefit cuts at YouTube on with the full payment. When we're going to get me testing, now it's not. It's a good U-turn, but it just saw a government in chaos. Let's get into the coal pits cuts. One of the most more of Labour first year. Come just a couple of days ago. In government, with the attack on disabled people, why the cuts to personal independent payment or PIP for short. The government knew it was losing support with their backbencher. It was so close to defeat. It was. They were literally ripping up that part of their bill on the floor to scramble it down, just to make it pass. A government already 1 year into chaos already. We expect this with the Conservative after 14 years. So there was expected to be 125 Labour MP to vote against it. That would have built down the bill. The bill will not be able to pass if that many MP actually stand up for what they believe are right, but they cave in to the Labour Supreme, personally, the came into chaos on. Only 49 Labour MPs who voted against it. And don't be fooled by the Tories and Reform voting no. They didn't oppose the cut. They wanted deeper and harsher cuts. They didn't want. They wanted more like deeper cut. We don't need to do this, person. We don't need to cut benefit. We don't need to keep on attacking the most vulnerable people in us in the society of this world. We need to flip the book and attack the rich. We need to tax wealth in the country, not money, wealth. We need to tax wealth over £1 million and at 1% and 2% over 10 million. They could fund real social change. It could stop it. We really need to stop taxing the poor people and tax the rich. Now, we'll get back onto maybe a little bit what Labour got right is Labour have made progress in tax of green energy. Is it under so far a bit of energy what we did talk in number 2 and number 1, but we need to go more further. Personally, we need public transport. We need to unite under Green Party and unite as a whole left to defeat the far right and the. When we don't unite, I'm sorry to say, we might be with it under a reform government by year 2030. I don't want to see that. Now let's go back to what Labour got more wrong. But when now we look at foreign policies, this is when this top come into matter. Let's talk about Gaza and the collapse around why the government is saying we want aid to go into Gaza, but you're funding the genocide. On the other hand, you say, I want aid, but I want to fund Israel. You can't do both. You got to fund the aid or fund in Israel. Personally, you fund aid into Gaza and stop the genocide. It's a genocide. If you didn't watch Doctor Under Attack last night on Channel 4, I say give that a watch. It is on all 4 demand services. Please give that a watch. That will open your eyes into so much things. Then to replace Paradigm Action is a non-violent group. They never hurt a person. They never hurt them by physically. They attack companies are linked to Israel armed infrastructure. That means they just attack machines. They smash windows. Yes, that can local damage. They break into buildings. Yes, that is trespassing. But there is laws to deal with that already. And it has shown time and again in history, people have broken into factories. People have broken machines down when they are protesting for trying to stop the greater evil. And that's what Paradigm Acts are doing. Right. how the bill did pass in Parliament, or how I think it passed. A Labour MP were going to vote for this anyway if it just was Paradigm Action getting banned. But they placed Paradigm Action in the same category in the bill with the Master Murder Cult. It's a far-right neo-Nazi group, and the Russian Imperial Movement, which train riot military that are complicit in terror. Those two groups should have got banned a long time ago. To place Paradigm Action in this is wrong. Totally wrong. It's bill approved. With all 365 vote for the bill, and only 26 against the bill. Only 9 Labour MPs voted against the bill, and 6 Liberal Democrats in the rest either supported the bill or just walk away. I don't walk away, I don't see that bill. But all the Green MP, the 2 ref, and the 6 independents who should join the Greens, just unite under it, stand firm for liberty and protest rights. When we go on protests with social routes, that protest in London, I don't know what I did myself into. I could end up in jail. I could do. But I know the Greens and the 6 independent always got my back. If the protest is peaceful, we are not causing harm to people in the protest. We're not. But the police have been arresting Paradigm protesters for no reason possible. Just they are opposing a genocide. They are opposing a genocide. They are so disappointed in their own government who are supporting this genocide, who are giving money to Israel, who are giving Israel cover. Certainly, what Israel done is the same what Germany did in World War II. Israel have done the same. You might call me anti-Semitic for saying that, but they have done. The proof is there. And they don't represent Jews. Israel at the moment do not represent Jews. And so many Jews are disappointed in the state of Israel, what it has turned into. It is not the Holy Land for Jews at the moment. And that is not anti-Semitic to say. What is anti-Semitic is to support the genocide. You will not support it if it was against Jews. Why do you support it when it is against another people, Arabs? It's the same thing. You should not support it when it's Jews, and you should not support it when it's Arabs. You should support no genocide. Now, let's get on to more why the oil start of this. Now, oil companies and why they love the carbon capture technology. Well, carbon capture sounds good, but it is dangerous. It's not a real climate solution. Oil companies love it because it let them keep polluting. They also capturing carbon to extract more oil through progressing coal oil refinements. Really, this isn't about that. Not about oil. Coal capture is not saving the planet. Really, it's a J out of 3 car for oil company. It's to say we actually invest in the green transition, but we still pollute it at the same time. We need real roots of be better in Britain, not party lines, but people power. The Green Party, the independent on the street, per se. The Green Party, independent on the street, actually campaigning. They are campaigning, but we need to go further. We need to stop the big oil company, close down the oil factory, close down these. Before Labour got into power, back 1083, Labour announced a £20 billion in green investment, a bold promise to fund renewable energy. Where that money gone? It watered down to 6 million before the election. We never hear 6 million when debt. You don't hear 20 billion. We hear a lot about a £24 billion back hole. But now the money's been watered down suddenly. Green will have been poor, have been delayed, and Green will have been abandoned. Companies like INEOS invest millions into low carbon hydrogen, or to be supported pull from under them. Why? It's because the government wouldn't tax the rich. They don't want to tax the rich. They want to keep on backing oil and gas. They need to tax the rich. They could tax the rich 1% again, over 10 million, over 1 million, or 2% over 10 million, paying capital gain tax in line with income tax. Because if you make your money on the market, you should get taxed at the same rate. Then go into work. I always agree with that. Yeah, in the future, maybe IRS with some more green stuff, I will want to get taxed on the same amount and make it into work. It is to tax the rich, not what the rich get away with stuff. But there are hope in this world for stuff to change, stuff to get better. It has been one year of Labour. Hopefully Labour will wake up, the ref will pull it, but I don't see it really at the moment. We need more things. We need a green movement. We need green bordership. We need to get more Green MPs into Parliament. We need more independents to join the Greens, endorse the Green policies, to endorse it. Because if we don't unite under one party, under one leadership, I don't know, are we going to defeat the right being divided? No, I don't feel that way. I think the only way to defeat the right is to unite under Greens. I don't bring the Green Party policy into the channel box, but if you're not a Green Party member right now, link to it below. Please join the Green Party. It will really help the Green Party push for more climate change, push for everybody. If you believe in climate change, if you believe in Gaza and believe in stopping the genocide, please please join the Green. And we have got a leadership election. I don't know if you join now, you can vote in the leadership election. But please vote in the leadership election. We have got an amazing candidate standing. Zach Pelosi is a good champion on social right, on the climate change, on Gaza, on the genocide, saying we should not support the genocide, we should support the Palestinian people, and we should be on the right side of history and the right side of humanity. There have been the 1 year of Labour. That means goodbye for now, and I'll see you in my next video, and I also will see you in the second video of this when we look at 2 years of Labour. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye for now, and bye.